President Obama spent today selling his immigration plan. It will allow about 5 million undocumented immigrants to stay here in the United States. During last night's presidential address, the president outlined the executive orders. Immigrants who have been here in this country for 5 years or longer, or have a child who is a citizen or came here as children, can get a 3-year work permit if they pass a background check and pay taxes. The government will also focus on deporting gang members, suspected terrorists, and other immigrants who have broken the nation's law. Today, the president took his message to Las Vegas.
We're not a nation that kicks out strivers and dreamers who want to earn their piece of the American dream. We're a nation that finds a way to welcome them.
Today, UT students and community members held a rally at the south gates of the state capitol applauding the president's decision.
KXAN's Sophia Beausoleil spoke with one of those students who says her mother will no longer live in fear of being deported.
I'm a student. I'm passionate about learning, and that's me.
Pamela Morales defines herself as a freshman pre-med biology major who wants to work for the CDC one day. She's originally from Mexico, but has been in Texas since she was 3 years old.
My friends started getting a driver's license and started working, and they asked me, like, are you going to get your driver's license? Are you going to work? Are you going to drive? And
Pamela found out in high school her parents brought her to the U.S. illegally. Around the same time, the government passed DACA, the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, which allowed kids like her to go to school and work. Now she says she gets to see another major moment for her mother, who's living here illegally.
Yesterday she called me. She was super excited. I was crying.
President Obama's action protects parents with kids who are U.S. citizens from deportation.
It's a big deal for all of us because these are some of our most hardworking, most productive, most responsible Texans.
Bill Berdahl works with the Equal Justice Center in Austin Interfaith, which helps immigrant families.
And it enables them to have the work authorization so that they can contribute to our economy and raise their families without the fear of deportation hanging over them.
But some families say there are mixed emotions. For example, Pamela's dad doesn't qualify since he split from her mother years ago and never had any children in the U.S.
Even though not everybody got some sort of relief, like as far as the undocumented community goes, we got something, and it lets us know that, we have a voice, we're being heard, and it's very empowering.
That was Sophia Beausoleil reporting. The Equal Justice Center and Austin Interfaith are hosting an educational meeting next Tuesday. They want the general public and the immigrant community to learn more about the president's plan.
This executive order the president announced last night has drawn fire from Republicans who say he needs to get a bill passed through Congress. Today, our Sally Hernandez spoke with Austin Congressman Michael McCall, who chairs the House Homeland Security Committee.
But wasn't there enough time to work on something? The House didn't even take up the bill.
We actually passed out of my committee unanimously a border security bill, very bipartisan. Judiciary passed some immigration reform bills, but the House and Senate were too far apart on the comprehensive immigration reform. So we weren't able to really work effectively. I think with this new Congress coming in, we have a great opportunity now to work with what I consider to be good faith partners to get something done.
Thousands of mayors and city managers are meeting in Austin right now. They say the president is right to sign his executive order. But they also want Congress to take action. The National League of Cities, a group of city officials from across the nation, is meeting in Austin this week talking about immigration, among other subjects. They say they support the president's action, but now want Congress to pass more comprehensive immigration reforms.
We would not only welcome but encourage that Congress now step forward and take steps to finish the job that the president really began last night.
Our partners at the Austin Monitor report this new plan may stop some deportations from the Travis County Jail. This goes back to a program called Secure Communities. When someone is arrested, their fingerprints are run through a federal database. If immigration officials believe they are in the U.S. illegally, they ask them to hold those people, even if that person was going to be released. Since the beginning of 2012, nearly 5,000 people have been held on ICE detainers in Travis County alone. We checked today, and Travis County officials say, as of 6 o'clock this morning, 250 people were being held at the request of immigration. Sheriff Greg Hamilton tells us by email he will continue to honor detainers placed on inmates by other jurisdictions.